Hello, I am Elena Semino from the University of Lancaster, and I am the principal investigator on the project Questioning Vaccination Discourse, a corpus-based study, for short, Quo VaDis. We're going to look at a variety of linguistic phenomena that are part of discourses around vaccinations. For example, how people attribute blame, responsibility, or agency to different participants in the development and the administration of vaccines. How people express evaluation, how they express degrees of certainty or uncertainty, what metaphors they use, what stories they tell, what strategies they use to persuade one another, how they manage relationships, for example, on social media, with people they agree with and people they disagree with, what they affirm, what they negate. This systematic understanding on a very large scale will lead to unprecedentedly nuanced insights into the range of views around vaccinations that need to be taken into account when developing public health campaigns.
I'm Dr. Claire Hardacre, and I am a senior lecturer in forensic corpus linguistics. So my specialisms are deception, manipulation, and aggression online. Quo VaDis is the name of the project, and it roughly translates to "where are you going?" or, if you want to be poetic, "whither goest thou?" And the reason that we chose this as a name was because, of course, we're questioning vaccine discourse, Quo VaDis, that's where it's sort of derived from. But we're interested in where people are going in their journey from reading about vaccines, hearing about vaccines, listening to politicians talk about it, consuming articles in the news, discussing it online, to their ultimate destination of, do they then, for instance, choose to get vaccinated, or do they choose to allow their children to get vaccinated, or do they become very, as the term is sometimes anti-vax, do they become very resistant to the idea of vaccines, or just a particular vaccine whilst they're quite happy with others? So we're kind of interested to see, how do people talk about vaccines? How are they persuaded to go in one direction or another? What are their ways of articulating their anxieties, their fears, their concerns? How can politicians or the media or scientists effectively communicate and talk to people about these things rather than just talking at people, because that's obviously not very useful? So in what ways can we have a really meaningful discussion with people and say, what are your concerns? Okay, here are some answers that might help you address that, and allow people to make an informed decision. So the idea of Quo VaDis is understanding the journey that each person makes, that they should have the right to make in their own way, and how that's informed by all the different sources of information around us, and the quality of that source of information, those sources of information, the depth of detail, the underlying agendas that may be hidden in there, and so on and so forth. So ultimately, it's all about where are people going and what is leading them that way, or how are they going that way, and where are they going to end up.